Welcome to the Gauntlet, where the jankiest Magic the Gathering tribal decks battle it out for glory, but most of all, your viewing pleasure. And of course, we would love it if you would participate in our leaderboard, where the winner will take home a Phyrexian Secret Lair drop. So, if you want to be a part of the leaderboard, all you have to do is predict the winner of the next match and comment it down below this video. So now, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. And Bram, tell us something about the two decks in this video.
This time from the rooftops we have a bunch of ninjas battle it out versus big angry giants. Let's look at the decks. And we start with a giant deck with Vanquisher's banner. Of course, in a tribal deck we need a banner. Lots of giants, different giants, and giants, what do they like best that stomp your opponent? We have Sunrise, Sovereign, giving all giants trample, some big moss removal and some nice lands. In the other side of the tribal corner, as Victoria tells us, ninjas. And these shadowy creatures don't like to be blocked, because then they can put in the ninjutsu ability. With a Throat Slitter, with a Moonblade Shinobi and some tempo spells like Unsubstantiate. Let's see what's happening in this match.
Fight!
As always, powered by CARDMARKET, the best place to get your singles in Europe. And of course, we are also sponsored by the great partner Dragon Shield. This is really the top quality sleeves you need to have for your deck. Let's start with these decks. Let's start with the hands. First we look at the ninja deck. I already see an Ingenious Infiltrator, really nice card, drawing you a lot of cards, and together with Changeling Outcast, it's a great combo on turn 2. What else do we have? Let's see. I see a Moonblade Shinobi, also a card with ninjutsu. Then there is a tempo spell, Unsubstantiate, return target spell or creature to its owner's hand. And there's also a Throat Slitter and a few lands as well. Now what do those giants have in store for us? A big good tribal card is Vanquisher's banner in the 5-drop. Here is Bone Crusher Giant that can go on an adventure. Ancient Amphitheater is a giant tribal land. Then some ramp with a Talisman of Conviction. Some other lands and a Traveler's Amulet to help with more ramp. So a slower start from the giants, but they do have a Bone Crusher Giant and also Kalemne's Captain. Now the last card is a real flexible land that gives mana, but also makes giants double striking. So interesting to see if this can help us. We start with Ancient Amphitheater. We show a giant, and now we can play a Traveler's Amulet on turn 1. And here is Changeling Outcast. This one can't be blocked. That's great to trigger, of course, ninjutsu, but the giants, they know this, so they keep their mana open. Not cracking that amulet yet. Here is the attack. That's 1 damage and no ninjutsu yet. So that means we can crack that amulet and turn it into a nice plains. And that plains, that foily plane, go to the hand of the giant player. So the giants, they draw another card. Can't really see what it is. Another nice foily plane. 2 mana is tapped now for Talisman of Conviction. Now the giants, they are usually a slow deck, but they are doing well in the mana department. Here is an attack from the Outcast, just 1 damage. And it's now being crushed. And the Outcast goes to the graveyard. So ninjas, they take it easy. They try to avoid the trap of the giant moss removal. So let's see if their strategy would work. The Bone Crusher, he's on an adventure. And here is for 5 mana Calamny's Captain. And this one is bounced back to the hand of the giant player. A nice tempo play by the ninjas. They jump from their roofs and bounce that giant back to the hand. Now let's see what they will do. Now tapping some mana. 4 mana is tapped for Moonblade Shinobi. And when this one deals damage, we create flying illusion creatures. Which is of course nice with some ninjas. Here is Sunhome, the double striking land. And for 5 mana, we will now see Vanquisher's Banner. So the giants not really under a lot of pressure. They will take it a bit slower. Build up that strong base with the Vanquisher's Banner. Here is Ingenious Infiltrator. That means we draw a card, because whenever a ninja deals damage, we draw a card. And then of course we need a illusion, a flying illusion. So the ninjas, they take the lead. Oh, but that's a great card for the giants. They don't have any creatures now, but they don't really need creatures now, because they had just drawn a nice Storm's Rod, 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker by ninjas. And now for 3 mana, Bone Crusher Giant. This one is now a 5/4 because of the Vanquisher's Banner. That means we also draw a card. So now back to the ninjas. What can they do about these angry giants on the other side of the fence? Tapping 5 mana for Fallen Shinobi, that's also a 5/4. And when this one deals combat damage, we can play top cards of your opponent's library for free. Always a little bit of a gamble, quite a bit of land for the giants. Normally they like land. And are we going to give that Bone Crusher double strike or not? Giants taking their time. Tapping what looks like some mana for Calamny's Captain. He's coming back. This one is a 6/6. Now back to the ninjas. They going to play Whisper Silk Cloak, equip it. Going for the aggressive line. And we need some luck. 5 damage. And now exile the top 2 cards and we can play them for free. Oh, 2 lands. The ninjas played it tricky. They played it dangerous. They were hoping to get a nice giant. But now on the way back, they put themselves in a horrible spot. They took the risk and they missed. Because now Sunhome Fortress of Legion will give this giant double strike and the giants will just take it down. The ninjas gambled this time, but they lost.
Another great match is in the books. If you want to learn more about the leaderboards, click the link here and comment down below on who you think will win the next match. So Bram, what do you have in store for us next week?
Next time we go to the skies with dragons versus archons. Let us know in the comments below who you think will win the next match.